Hey guys, welcome to Top 1%. So finally, I fixed the quality of my production like I was promising over the past 2 weeks. Now I know where to keep my camera, where to set up my mic, where to keep the lighting and all of that. Now that that's done, phew, we can move on to this video, right? And the topic of today's video is the biggest mistakes people make when it comes to training apps. Why training your apps won't necessarily give you the apps that you want. Alright, so let's make something really clear. These are the basics that you need to know. If you want to see quality apps that are well defined, where you can see each app 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the coveted six-pack apps like people say, this is what you need to understand. You cannot have good looking apps unless you lose body fat. That's all there is to it. If you have 25-30% body fat, layers of fat covering your apps, how do you expect it to be seen? You need to lose that first. No matter how well defined, how well developed your apps are from the inside, you won't be able to see it if you have layers of fat covering it. How do you do that? By dieting properly, by being in a calorie deficit, by being in a moderate calorie deficit of 300 to 500 calories per day. By doing that, you will minimize the muscle loss and at the same time maximize fat loss. It's going to take time. You need to be patient. It might take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, depending on how much fat you carry. The more fat you carry in your body, the more time it will take for you to gradually burn off that fat, gradually and consistently. So each and every day, you need to be in that calorie deficit I'm talking about. If you do that, I promise you, your abs will be visible very, very soon. Just be patient and be consistent. That's it. That's all you need to know when it comes to seeing proper defined quality abs. That's all there is to it. That's the diet part of it. And quite honestly, more than 90% of your results, you'll get it from that. And if you want to learn how to improve your diet, how to avoid some of the mistakes that people usually make when it comes to dieting, watch these videos. I'll link one up right here. And after you watch this video, you can get into that. However, right now I'm going to tell you some of the mistakes that people make while training apps that might prevent them from getting the best possible apps that they could get. They're just wasting their time. I'll get into that in just a minute. And you need to understand, training your apps is still important. Alright? It can definitely help improve the way your apps look. It has a little bit of benefit. And more importantly than that, forget app training. Focus at core training. That's what's important. These are the muscles of your core that you need to target, that you need to train. This is really important. Not just because it's going to improve your aesthetics, that's there, but it's going to improve your performance. What do I mean? It improves your stability, it reduces the chances of injuries by a lot. So you can have the training longevity, you can enjoy what you're doing without being worried about getting injured. And it improves your athleticism by a mile. Having good core muscles, strong abs, strong glutes, all of that, it will improve your athleticism. You'll be a much better athlete. You'll be better at sports, at martial arts, and whatever else you'd want to. So it's really important for every human being to train their core muscles and be good at that. You must have heard the old saying that goes, abs are built in the kitchen. While that is partially true, there's a lot of things that you can do in the gym to improve the quality of your abs, to make your ab definition better, to make your core strength improve. So let's get right into that. This is everything you need to know about training abs. Everything. So first thing, if you're doing compound exercise such as barbell overhead press, bench press, pull-ups, deadlifts, squats, all of those main compound movements that help build your muscles, that's also engaging your abs, also engaging your core enough to build your ab muscles. And that's good enough. If you do those exercises, your abs are going to be good enough. And if you lose all of that fat by following the advice I gave you earlier, your abs will look good. And that's all you need to do when it comes to aesthetics. But there's more that I'd like to add on to this. The first thing is do ab vacuums or stomach vacuums. Quite honestly, this is the only exercise that I do every single day because that's how amazing it is. Apart from improving the aesthetics of your abs, it's also going to strengthen your core a lot. That's why it's really important. It hardly takes a minute or two every day, but it can give you some amazing results. This was the favorite exercise of many old school bodybuilders such as Frank Zane, who in my opinion had one of the best looking abs ever. So this is how you do that exercise. Alright, for demonstration purposes, I'll be using the example of 2020 Classic Physique Mr. Olympia Chris Bumstead. Look at how he does the ab vacuum. The best way to practice an ab vacuum is by taking the support of a table or a desk, whatever you have at your disposal. As you can see right here, you bend forward and then you breathe out. You relax your gut and then you breathe out, completely taking out all the air from your lungs, your diaphragm, and then suck your gut in as tight as you possibly can. Try to hold it in there, feel the contraction, and then gradually increase the time for how long you hold it. Do more number of sets. That's how you improve. Alright, so that's all when it comes to training your abs the right way. There's few other things to improve your core strength by doing core exercises such as these. I'll show you what exercise you need to do one after the other really quick so that you know how to do it, and you can pick exercises out of this and make it a part of your routine, and I guarantee you your core performance, your abs, all of that is going to improve a lot. What you see here is a little snippet from one of the many articles I've written on Quora. Link in description if you're interested to read more such articles. So what I'll do here is just tell you the name of the exercises you need to do, because obviously showing all the exercises here is going to take a lot of time and we don't have that. So the first set of exercises is anti-rotation exercises. So this reinforces your core strength. It makes your muscles to work together to make you more athletic. And just take a look at these exercises, Google the name of it, and try to make it a part of your regular workout routine. And the second set of exercises is posterior chain exercises. We are so dominated in our anterior chain, that is the muscles that we can see in a mirror. Think about chest, biceps, shoulders, quadriceps, maybe our abs too a little bit, but we are completely neglecting the posterior chain muscles, that is your glutes, your hamstrings, your upper back, your lumbar spine muscles, all of that. It's really important to train it if you want to be balanced, if you want to be strong, if you want to be athletic and to prevent injury. So definitely just Google these exercises and I guarantee you, you're going to make a lot of progress. And now coming to the biggest ab mistakes that people make in the gym, I gotta get this one out of the way immediately. That is doing side bends, holding dumbbells. It's the worst exercise in the history of ab training. It's going to get your obliques looking big and bulky. It's going to look like you have a tire around your belly, even though you don't have that much fat. It's horrible, and that's the worst exercise anybody could possibly do. Just avoid it, alright? And apart from that, some of the mistakes that people do is they just mindlessly do ab exercise after ab exercise while not doing any cardio, which actually should be done. Cardio helps you burn more calories, which means you'll be in a calorie deficit, which means you'll burn fat, which means your ab will be more well defined, right? So don't miss cardio, do cardio. And don't just mindlessly keep doing ab exercise after ab exercises. That's not the way to train, alright? And also focus on strength training, on hypertrophy training, that is training your muscles, building your strength. The main compound exercise I was talking about earlier, you need to focus on that. Ab training comes secondary, alright? Doing these main compound movements, that will give you all the results that you want. And that's it, guys. This is all that you need to know. Focus on the diet, be in a calorie deficit, and do these core strengthening exercises, ab vacuum, and all of that stuff to improve your athletic performance, to make your abs look a little more aesthetic, at the same time give you the best possible performance. And that's all you need to know when it comes to ab training. All the myths have been busted here. This is all that you need to know. And watch this video right here, and yeah, do subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, thumbs up, comment down below what content you want me to cover in the future. And that's all I got for today's video, guys. Until next time, take care, stay hungry.